You want power? Then understand this first. Power doesn't come from being liked. It doesn't come from having 10 friends cheering your name. It doesn't come from emotional speeches or fake motivation. Power comes from control. And control begins the moment you stop needing people. Inspired by Ayanokoji Protocol from Classroom of the Elite. This is not a speech about friendship. This is not about teamwork. This is not about being understood. This is the Ayanokoji Protocol. No friends, no emotions, just results. Listen carefully. Most people are weak for one reason. They need validation. They need someone to say, "You're doing great." They need someone to sit beside them while they struggle. They need emotional comfort. And that need is a chain. You check your phone for messages. You adjust your behavior to stay liked. You hesitate to outshine others because you're afraid of losing them. That's not strength, that's dependency. Ayanokoji never needed applause. He never needed approval. He didn't even need to be seen. He needed one thing only: victory. And that's why he wins. You want results? Then detach. Emotion clouds judgment. Anger makes you reckless. Love makes you blind. Fear makes you hesitate. Excitement makes you sloppy. When you are emotional, you are predictable. When you are predictable, you are controllable. The world doesn't reward emotion. It rewards efficiency. Look around you. The loudest people aren't the strongest. The most emotional aren't the smartest. The ones constantly posting their struggles aren't the ones dominating silently. The real threat is quiet. The real threat observes. The real threat calculates. That's what makes Ayanokoji dangerous. He doesn't react. He responds. There's a difference. Reaction is emotional. Response is strategic. You get insulted? Most people explode or shrink. He analyzes. You face betrayal? Most people cry or rage. He adjusts the board. You face pressure? Most people panic. He adapts. That's the protocol. Step 1. Eliminate emotional leakage. Stop showing everything. Your anger, hide it. Your excitement, control it. Your plans, silence them. Every emotion you display is information, and information is leverage. The moment people understand what moves you, they can move you. Don't give them that power. Calm face, steady voice, unshakable presence. You don't need to act cold. You need to become controlled. Step 2. Reduce social dependency. I'm not telling you to hate people. I'm telling you to stop relying on them. Friendships are fine, but dependency is fatal. If your mood depends on someone texting you, you're weak. If your productivity depends on someone motivating you, you're weak. If your confidence depends on approval, you're weak. Ayanokoji can sit alone for hours. No music, no distractions, no emotional drama, just silence and growth. Ask yourself honestly, can you sit alone with your thoughts? Or do you run to noise because you're scared of facing yourself? Step 3. Obsession with results. People talk about effort, but effort is irrelevant without outcome. You don't get paid for trying. You don't get respected for attempting. You don't win for almost. You win for results. Ayanokoji doesn't care how hard it looks. He cares about what works. That means, if being silent works, be silent. If being underestimated works, let them underestimate you. If playing weak gives you advantage, play weak. Your ego is your enemy. Results are your only loyalty. Understand this. You don't need to prove your strength every day. You need to build it, quietly. The most dangerous weapon is the one nobody sees being sharpened. Step 4. Master observation. Before he acts, Ayanokoji watches. He studies people, their habits, their tone changes, their insecurities, their ambitions. He collects data, because knowledge beats emotion every time. You walk into a room and immediately think about how you're being perceived. He walks into a room and studies everyone else. Shift your focus. Stop worrying about being liked. Start learning how people move. The one who understands human behavior controls the game. Step 5. Emotional neutrality under pressure. Pressure reveals weakness. When things go wrong, most people collapse emotionally. They complain. They panic. They look for someone to blame. Ayanokoji, he becomes calmer. Because chaos is opportunity. When others are emotional, they make mistakes. When you stay neutral, you see openings. This is not about being heartless. It's about being stable. There's a difference. You can feel emotions, but you don't let them drive. Imagine this. You fail an exam. You lose money. Someone betrays you. 2 choices. React emotionally, or analyze strategically. The emotional path feels satisfying in the moment. The strategic path builds power long-term. Choose long-term. Step 6. Build yourself in silence. Stop announcing your grind. Stop posting every move. Stop telling people your future plans. When Ayanokoji moves, nobody sees it coming. Because he doesn't seek attention. Attention is distraction. Silence is protection. There's power in being underestimated. When people think you're average, they lower their guard. When they lower their guard, you control the pace. Let them laugh. Let them ignore you. Let them think you're ordinary. Then surpass them without warning. Shock is a weapon. Step 7. Detach from praise and insults. This one is critical. If insults hurt you deeply, you are controlled. If praise excites you deeply, you are controlled. Both are external forces affecting your internal state. That's weakness. You need neutrality. Someone calls you useless, data point. Someone calls you genius, data point. Neither defines you. Only your results do. If your self-worth fluctuates with opinions, you will never be stable. Ayanokoji doesn't chase recognition. He doesn't flinch at criticism. He stays centered. And that stability terrifies people, because they can't manipulate him. Step 8. Long-term vision over short-term feelings. Most people choose comfort. They skip workouts because they're tired. They avoid hard conversations because they're uncomfortable. They delay discipline because they don't feel like it. Feelings change hourly. Results require consistency. Discipline is not emotional. It's mechanical. You wake up and execute. You don't ask yourself if you feel motivated. You follow the system. Create routines. Non-negotiable habits. Fixed study hours. Fixed training time. Fixed skill practice. No debate, no emotion, just execution. Step 9. Strategic use of people. This is controversial, but listen carefully. You don't manipulate for cruelty. You align interests. Everyone acts out of self-interest. Understand that. If you want cooperation, understand what the other person wants. Leverage alignment. Ayanokoji doesn't force people. He positions situations where their interests push them to act. That's intelligence. Stop being naive. The world runs on incentives. Learn them. Use them ethically. But never ignore them. Step 10. Accept isolation. The higher you rise, the fewer people understand you. When you stop being emotional, when you stop chasing drama, when you stop wasting time, you will feel alone. That's normal. Growth separates. Weak people bond over comfort. Strong people bond over purpose. If you choose purpose, expect fewer companions. But remember, you're not building popularity. You're building power.